Alrighty, y'all. Well, thanks for coming back to the channel today. So, it's another rest day, so it's another yard project update video. So, we've been working on the drainage stuff. I've got the backyard drainage trenches done all the way up to the side of my fence that goes into the front yard here. So now I'm just working on getting the front yard trenched down to the street, so I could go ahead and add that drainage line in, which is going to keep my basement, cellar door, and the window over there from flooding when we get a whole lot of extra rain. But, so, let's talk about like unexpected obstacles. So, for example, like while I was doing this, turns out my backyard level to front yard level apparently not what I thought it was when I measured it off of the deck. And so the trench here ended up being quite a bit deeper in this section. Um, Luckily, it still planes out with the street just fine, but I was hoping that this was going to pop out halfway down this little slope. So, because it didn't, I had to go get some extra drainage tube and some more filter mesh, and so, it just was unexpected extra materials and another trip to Home Depot. But it is what it is. Like, just kind of got to deal with those things. And the same thing kind of happens in your training too. So you're going to reach a point where whatever training block you're on, you're either going to reach the point to where your body can't recover anymore, and you're just always going to be super sore. Your progress is going to feel like crap. Working out might just feel extra strenuous. Mentally, you're kind of checking out, and it's going to come with repetition. When you're doing the same routine over and over and over, it just kind of is what it is. So, when you reach these points, you've got to not be afraid to change your training style and accept that, progress kind of slows down after a while, especially when your newbie gains run out. As for me, I had to switch up my training styles 6 weeks ago. I guess we're going into week 7 now, starting tomorrow. With that, it actually made it quite a bit fresher because I was on a traditional bro split and now I'm on a upper lower with a lagging body part day. So I have 2 uppers, 2 lowers, and then lagging body. But it's also now giving me 2 rest days. My body doesn't feel as beat down all the time. I'm not as sore. Um, I still get sore and I still get a good pump with only doing half of the volume that I normally would do. Um, because it's split on 2 days. So the weekly volume is basically the same, but the daily volume gets cut in half per muscle. So I feel like I can work those muscles harder for less volume, but in the grand scheme of things, at the end of the week, I'm doing the same amount of volume in sets. So, science wise, it's supposed to be beneficial. It feels beneficial. I'm making progress still. My strength is still going up. I'm still body composition wise, I'm dropping body fat, I'm gaining muscle, I'm looking more and more leaner. So I'm excited for the 180-day update coming up here in like 6 days, 7 days. And it's going to, I'm actually kind of excited about this one. As long as I can stay on diet, we'll be there. So we have come across those as obstacles. I injured my ankle like a week and a half ago or so. Um, just kind of like rolled it over a curb while I was out walking. One of the downsides of being partially blind is your depth perception kind of sucks. So I misjudged a curb. It is what it is. Do it a couple times a year. So I haven't been able to do any calf work for the last week. I was digging here with that ankle, and it felt pretty good. Um, didn't get any like real soreness from it. Didn't feel stiff. I never got any pain. So it's pretty cool. Here shortly, I realized that I didn't set the camera to hyperlapse or time lapse. It's hyperlapse for Samsung. But, so the video style is going to change here in about 30 seconds or so. But, so that's been another obstacle I've been working around. Also, I strained the delt insertion for either like the front delt or my lateral delt, where it comes in right next to the bicep on the outside of the arm. And so certain movements out to the side, but kind of still to the front, almost. So anything that's making a Y movement with the arm raising upwards kind of affects it. And the incline press definitely is noticeable. Um, so it slightly affected that. As long as I keep the reps super slow and I really think about what I'm trying to contract, it's not an irritant, but I have been taking precautions around that muscle being strained, or that ligament being strained, or whatever is giving that issue there. But we are working around it. So one of the other big obstacles that I'm working on right now is um, just the want and urge to want to snack. It has been making it a little hard. I have been on the diet now going into week 3, and I'm down a few pounds, down uh, 2.3% body fat so far, but the urge to just want to snack at nighttime has been outrageous. So we're working on trying to figure out a way around that. That is the big barrier I'm having right now, is just fighting that urge. I've always been bad with that. It takes me a long time to drop weight because of that, because I'll go like 6-7 days in a deficit, then I'll have a fairly aggressive cheat meal, so I might lose like 2 pounds that week, and then I'll have a cheat meal, and then I go back up a pound and a half. So then I only average about a half a pound a week. Now, in a way, I'm sure that's good, because I get to keep my body weight up, keep my strength up, because the muscles full of a bunch of carbohydrates and everything else, so my pumps stay really good. But it is definitely affecting weight loss. So I'm coming back up again on like day 7 here of not having a cheat meal. And boy, oh boy, is the urge for junk aggressive right now. So if anyone has any tips on getting around that, let me know. But with that, guys, make sure you guys are working on your goals, and make sure you're just not being a lazy fuck. So with that, I'll let you finish watching me finish this up. And if you made it this far, hit that like and subscribe. And thanks for watching.